Alain's bodyguard and friend, Stephen Markovitch, was found murdered in a garbage dump near Paris while making the 1969 thriller La Piscine, The Swimming Pool. As the investigation continued, Delon and a Corsican gangster, François Marcantoni, who was also Delon's friend, came under investigation. The reason behind it was a letter from Markovitch to his brother Alexander, in which he wrote, "If I get killed, it's 100% the fault of Alain Delon and his godfather, François Marcantoni." However, the investigation later involved the former French Prime Minister, Georges Pompidou. While Pompidou testified that he was present at parties with his wife, Delon and François Marcantoni were initially charged with the murder. Then, the charges were eventually dropped later, and till date, the crime remains unsolved. After that, Alain went on to star in a series of gangster films, such as Jeff, 1969, The Sicilian Clan, 1969.
You never got
No, I got to jail.
Yeah,
But not in Chicago, in France.
in France. Jail's more fun in Chicago, I hear.
Yeah, I think so. It's almost...
Is the press rougher on a person there than they are here when there's some... I think there was that problem, the sort of scandal question a couple of years back with you, and I wondered if the press is any rougher on there when something like that happens. Did they ever solve that crime, by the way? Another one?
No, not yet.
Yeah.
Well, there's nothing to do with the rough press and not rough press. I think the press is almost the same in all of the world.
Yeah.
But I think the press only came in because I was a known person, known personality, and that's what makes the big scandal of it. Well, that's not it's not a especially funny story to talk about.
No.
But it's not resolved yet.
It isn't. That's what I wondered if it
No.
was still... Because I know you had cooperated very much with the authorities on that.
I didn't quite cooperate because I'm not that friend of authorities.
Yeah.
There's none in my relation, and I don't especially deal with them.
I'm wondering...
And especially when they put me on, the way they did. Okay, it's okay. Just forget about it.
Okay. I just wondered if a thing like that, this changed subject slightly,
Go on.
in Europe, in America, when something happens like that in someone's career, it seems to enhance their career, make them more famous in some sense. I don't know if that's just as true in Europe.
Well, I don't know. It could have, I think, could have killed me, could have ruined my career. Mm-hmm. And in fact, it just did the opposite, if you want.
So that's about what happens here.
Yeah, and it's probably because I had on TV and was not that kind of show. Unfortunately, it wasn't not that funny. I had sort of a relation with the audience, and I had to explain myself and to talk to them.
Yeah.
And it was in French, so it was much simpler. And probably the way I talked to them, I got them back, in a way.
Yeah. It's
on my side.
Yeah.
And fortunately, they were the only one I had on my side. But when you got the audience on your side, you just can't lose.